3 out of this best of 5. PiLiPiLi ahead 2-0, but Rain probably looking to take this ahead. And still, he can still do it. So here we go into Dusk Towers. Spawning in the bottom left, we have got our orange Protoss, Rain. And spawning up in the top right is his opponent, the red Protoss, PiLiPiLi. So far in this series, we have seen some pretty cheesy stuff come out of Rain. We have seen pylon rushes. Well, actually, that was in the last series, but we have seen some cheesy plays overall from Rain. Pylon rushes, proxy Dark Shrine. Earlier in Game 1, Rain was victim of a cannon rush from PiLiPiLi. So Rain, we still have time to see some interesting macro builds out of him as well, and that might be what we're going to see here. It looks like Rain is going to go for Nexus first in this game. Meanwhile, PiLiPiLi going for the double gas, 2 gateways, no Nexus. That probe is leaving the map, probably to do some mean things. So the double gas immediately tells us, you know, when we got 3 probes in each gas, this kind of shows us something's up. This is not normal for Protoss. Gateway first, that can be typically normal, but, you know, to automatically get those 2 gases, it's weird. And his probe is immediately going somewhere suspicious. Rain, though, you know what? He is going to recognize this build for sure. He is going into the main base of Pili and seeing that double gas, probably thinking, okay, cheese is inbound. But what will Rain do in the meantime to defend against it? Looks like it is going to be a proxy Stargate here from Pili. The question is he going to take a natural base behind this, and when? Is this going to be a Stargate all-in, or just a proxy Stargate to get a very fast Oracle and do a lot of harass? We've also got 2 Adepts being warped in here for PiLiPiLi. Pili kind of looking Rain as completely walled off just in case this is some serious shenanigans, but when it's a proxy Stargate, that wall up isn't going to do much. The Adepts won't be able to get in there. I mean, there is that, but it's not going to keep the Stargate units out. Looks like the first unit to come out of that Stargate will be an Oracle. It is being chronoed out. Rain, though, he is getting close to seeing it. He is going to walk right over there. He sees it's an Oracle, sees it's being chronoed, and immediately puts down a pylon in the mineral line, so a photon overcharge can go off in that area. The pylons are pretty well spread here in the main. However, they are starting to go down in the nat. These Adepts might actually force out an overcharge. However, the chronoed stalkers, they're going to be ready to defend both that ramp and the mineral line. The Oracle now reaches over into the main base for PiLiPiLi, manages to get a couple probe kills, 3, 4, 5 probe kills, and is getting very low on health, but manages to escape at the same time. Meanwhile, I like the little probe here. The little probe that could, for Rain, is just kind of picking at that little pylon that is powering the Stargate. But the Adepts, they actually did take down a pylon there, but one of them, very low health, manages to escape, though, just at the last minute. However, another overcharge goes down, and both Adepts are lost. PiLiPiLi has actually taken another base. He is making more Oracles as well. So Pili, he's trying to macro behind this and trying to do even more damage here to Rain. Rain has a lot of saturation here at the main base, but it's interesting to note that it is natural. There aren't any probes mining. So he's probably feeling a little bit vulnerable in that area. He doesn't want to send any probes down to a place where there is no defense. However, that little probe that could, about to take down that pylon, but oh, taken down just before his moments of glory. The pylon just survives. But now we've got Blink coming out for PiLiPiLi. Looks like he might want to do a Blink Stalker follow-up. More gateways on the way. Looks like Pili is still going to continue to be aggressive in this game. Rain sent some of his probes down at his natural to start gaining some mining again. But the army supply and the worker supply starts to favor Pili just a little bit. Excuse me, the army supply favors Rain, but the worker supply starting to favor Pili a little bit here. Robo getting close to finishing here for Rain. This will help versus the Blink Stalker force that is probably coming out here soon from Pili. And Rain actually scouts that proxy gateway, realizes that PiLiPiLi is probably going to be doing another attack. That pylon, or excuse me, that warp gate there will provide the energy necessary to do quick warp-ins from that pylon. And Rain realizes that more shenanigans are afoot. PiLiPiLi is moving out. Stalkers are starting to march across the map. And Mothership Core, though, staying home just in case there is some trouble about to reach his base as well. Rain really wants to get that pylon down, powering that Stargate, but you can't blame him, because I wouldn't want a Stargate anywhere near my base either. The Stargate is unpowered. However, the warp gate, the gateway, just about to transform into a warp gate, just about to allow even faster warp-ins. PiLiPiLi moving into the third base. Will probably get a cancel on the third, but manages to actually decides that he wants to go just right into the net, or excuse me, into the main as well. Takes out a pylon that is powering 2 warp gates. The force field, though, prevents these stalkers from leaving anywhere, but they're Blink Stalkers, so it doesn't matter too much. The Stalkers, though, they're trying to get a good position here, blink away, because Immortals are scary, especially when you are a Stalker. More Adepts start to join the fight. The Nexus again being worked on a little bit, while the Adepts, they start to just shade on in, providing also some high ground vision for Pili. And Pili again blinks forward, tries to get that Immortal down. The Immortal has lost its shields, and the Immortal falls. Adepts taking care of some of these light units like the probes. Nice blink backs from Pili. And another Immortal, though, is out, focusing down some Stalkers. But Pili, he makes sure that those weak Stalkers are out of the battlefield. And Pili is just moving forward. An aggressive blink on these Stalkers. But the Mothership Core is back, and Photon overcharges make sure that Pili has to retreat. And now Pili, he has lost quite a few Stalkers, but Rain has lost a lot of workers. The worker supply favoring PiLiPiLi here, 40 to 28. But PiLiPiLi is not done yet. He continues to move forward, but the observer for Rain sees this entire army. Rain has walled off up at the ramp, but PiLiPiLi is just continuing to charge forward. The Photon overcharges, though, really holding back Pili at this moment. And Pili, he's getting some more Adepts, maybe trying to think of another solution here. Pili needs to make sure he gets some high ground vision. He can get this with the Fades that are moving up the ramp right now. Oh, but the Fades, they get pushed back a little bit, but it doesn't matter. The Zealots got up the ramp. The Stalkers go to focus down even more units. Rain Stalkers falling fast, and having to kite these Zealots away means that they cannot focus on other units. GG is called, and PiLiPiLi takes Game 3 as well as the series. PiLiPiLi has won the series here. 3-0. Very impressive. Very well done. PiLiPiLi, he went with the risk at the start, went with that Proxy Stargate, did some damage with the Oracle, but then went into a Blink Stalker follow-up and managed to take Game 3 there. So PiLiPiLi is our winner tonight. He has a lot of RSL points now. I'm not sure on the complete number that he has, but he has earned a lot of RSL points in this tournament. So GG. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for your support. I am Koshkii. I am your caster now tonight. JaKaTaK was with us earlier as well, but unfortunately turned into a robot in the finals. Thank you, though, JaKaTaK, so much for joining us tonight. Before we go, I really want to mention that we have just set up a Patreon. You can donate money, $1, $5, $10, $20, however much you can. And we also have some nice perks that comes with that. So make sure you check out our Patreon as well. Again, thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. It was a lot of fun, and I hope you had fun as well. Our next tournament will be next Friday, I believe at the same time. Same time as tonight, which would be 8 p.m. Eastern Time. But that is all. Have a great night, and I hope to see you next week.